We don't think about other people's needs. We think about our own needs. We don't think about people who need Jesus. You see those faces again. We don't think about them. We think about who? Us. See, that lady didn't care about Jane's need. See, normally someone would say, oh, wow, I feel so bad now. She didn't feel bad. She wanted her coffee, you know, I want my coffee. That's what she wanted. So, in order to share our faith, we need to have a connection with God. Okay, so let me just get set up over here, because we need to have a connection with God. Okay? In other words, you have to have a heart for God. You have to really love God with all of your heart. There needs to be a connection between you and God. And if you don't have that connection with God, guess what? You're not going to care about other people. Okay? And before I get to this, I have time, right? I got like, what, 5 hours? Great. Okay. Okay, at least. On September 17th, I was in jail. Yeah, I was in jail. Hey, you're messing with a guy who's in jail, you know. No. Okay, before you go home to your parents and tell them Pastor Dave was in jail, let me explain, okay? I've never been arrested in my life. Yes, I've gotten speeding tickets. I've never been arrested. So I was actually at a jail doing prison ministry. Okay? In other words, our church went into a jail in Riverhead, and we ministered to inmates. We ministered to people who were in jail. Back in March, I went on a field trip with Mr. Romano's class, and my heart was touched deeply. Okay? Now, that's not my element, that's not my thing. I'm not, really into prison ministry, but the Lord gave me that heart. I went back and I said to Al Castaldo, I want to be a part of your ministry. I don't know how much I can be involved. He said, great, September 17th, we're going to jail. We went in there, we did a whole seminar. I want to tell you, to this very day, I still picture in my mind the faces of those men and women who were in jail. My heart went out to them. Why? Because I connected with God so much. He gave me a heart of compassion. So I took an entire day away from my family and said, I'll go with you guys. We'll go minister in the jail. I got to pray with these 3 guys. You know what one of them said to me? Jokingly, of course. He said, you'd never want to meet me in a dark alley. And I said to him, you know what? You're absolutely right. I wouldn't. That's how tough these guys were. I'm not saying that to scare anyone, but to say, I have a heart of compassion now for people because I realize it's not about me. I'm one person trying to do the work of the ministry, but you guys and girls can be used by the Lord if you connect with God. If I want to connect with the ceiling, what do? Do I jump?
No, you have to detach yourself.
Have to what?
Detach yourself.
Or I'll have Mrs. Golden come up and say, I'll give you a boost. I'll step in her hands and... No, I need to have a connection, right? So I need a ladder. I need a ladder.
Oh, Johnny Box.
I'm going to see if I got a ladder. Let's see. Oh, I got... That's not a ladder. How about this? No, that's not a ladder. Oh, here we go. There we go. It's a connection with God. Just like I want to be able to touch the ceiling, my connection to God is to be close to Him and having a heart for people, having a heart of compassion. Okay? Let's put this away here. Okay? Anybody here know how to snap your finger? Okay? So what I want you to do is do it on the beat. Ready? Go like this. Okay? I want you to think about this as you're doing that. Oh, be quiet. Every time you snap your finger, listen, shh, shh. Every time, listen, I want you to hear this. Every time you snap your finger, there's someone going to hell. Someone who doesn't know Jesus, you hearing it? Is going to hell. Why? Because someone didn't tell them about Jesus. Someone didn't go and tell them. I heard that sermon, the first sermon I ever heard in my Bible college. The professor went up there, snapped his finger. You guys can stop, okay? He snapped his finger the whole entire time. And he said that. That impacted me. I was like, you know what? I want to graduate now. Let's go out and tell people about Jesus. I got involved with going out in the streets, sharing my faith with people, knocking on strangers' doors, going to a train station. Okay, I can tell you a story about a guy who pulled a knife on me in a train station. I won't do that now, but someday. Okay, all sorts of crazy things. Because I realized I have to go. I have to tell. Well, I'm only one person. Pastor Jolengo here, Pastor Michelle, Pastor Scott, Pastor Mike, all those guys. We're only one person each. But you guys are an army for the Lord, who can be used by the Lord in a powerful way. And you know what? God's called you, if you have Jesus in your heart, God has called you to go and tell. Go and tell someone about Jesus. And don't be shy about it. Don't go, oh yeah, okay. I used to carry my Bible in high school. I used to get made fun of in high school. When I worked at a place in State Park, they used to call me Father Dave because I was a Christian who loved Jesus. I didn't care though. I wanted to go out and tell people about Jesus. Do you think I was nervous? My knees were like this. I remember the first time I witnessed to someone, I went, hi. He said, what? Jesus. Sir, I can't understand you. That's how nervous I was. But then all of a sudden, I got bold and would go up to people and say, I want to tell you some great news about Jesus. How much he loves you. I'm just going to pray right now. I promise I'll bring up my character next, and Mrs. Golden has something at the end she wants to do.